Hello and welcome to the fifth round of the Rallycross Challenge Europe for 2016. A week ago we were in Maasmechelen in Belgium. This weekend we find ourselves in yet another home of European Rallycross. We're at the Euro circuit at Valkenswaard in the Netherlands, just a short trip up the road. Well, a couple of days off between the events allows the teams and the drivers to rest, recuperate and fix whatever ailed them a week ago before they get back into action. And the Valkenswaard circuit mainly tried just a little sprinkling of rain to add excitement to a track that celebrates its 45th year of opening in 2016. Super Touring Cars minus the category for up to 2-litre production-based cars. On the grid for this heat, Mike Luneberg's Volkswagen Golf, Annick de Jong's Corsa, Ivo van den Brandt, Chris Merlens in the BMW, and Roman Castorel, the Czech driver, in the Opel Astra. Damp conditions on what was otherwise a fairly dry weekend in this qualifying heat. Problems for Ivo van den Brandt, but then problems also for Roman Castorel. A rare mechanical failure, as you can see, left front wheel coming adrift. And in the end, that failure in qualifying meant that he was not on top of the qualifying pile. Marco Witkowski was the fastest driver after the heats. And while Annick de Jong goes through, fellow lady driver Claudia Schmitz does not. A second consecutive failure for the Ford Escort. 10 cars then into the semi-finals. There's the Mazda of Christophe Perry, Marco Witkowski, Chris Merlens and Robbie Joris in the Opel Corsa on the front row of the first semi-final. Robbie Joris' team had to work really hard after mechanical problems in Belgium to get the car ready the next weekend here in Valkenswaard. Looks like they've done a good job there. The Corsa very competitive. Marco Witkowski taking an early joker lap as Robbie Joris in the Corsa pushes up behind Chris Merlens in the BMW 1 Series. Well, when Joris takes his joker lap, he drops back down to third behind Witkowski's Golf. Merlens still the leader. But of course, when he takes his joker lap, that balances everything out and victory goes to the Golf driver Marco Witkowski. Roman Castorel on pole for the second semi-final makes a good start to take the lead ahead of Ivo van den Brandt, with Joel Strack's black Honda Civic being pressed by Joe van der Ven in the Volkswagen Polo up the inside. Castorel extends his lead, holding off van der Brandt and van der Ven. And as Castorel takes the win, fastest time puts him on pole for the final ahead of Marco Witkowski, who won the other semi. 8 go through then, Joel Strack's lining up 6th position on the grid. And the pole man, that will be Roman Castorel. Ivo van den Brandt on the outside of the front row with Golf driver Marco Witkowski in the middle. Away we go, slow start for Witkowski, he's going to be swallowed up. Van den Brandt will go into second, behind Castorel, contact there with the Golf. Van den Brandt hangs on, around the outside goes the BMW of Chris Merlens. More contact with the Golf, Witkowski in trouble. Well, little gap from Castorel back to everyone else. Van den Brandt in second, Merlens in third place, Witkowski fourth. Then Joe van der Ven in the Polo, Robbie Joris, Joel Strack's and Annick de Jong. Roman Castorel building a lead already over Ivo van den Brandt. Out of fourth place, joker lap time for Marco Witkowski and Joe van der Ven in the Polo and Annick de Jong in the red Opel. Well, Witkowski dropping down the order, Van den Brandt in second place now. BMW in third, Chris Merlens. But Roman Castorel a long way in front already. Robbie Joris up to fourth place. Marco Witkowski stuck behind Joel Strack's in the black Honda there. They are at the back of the field almost. Lead quartet getting away. Strack's yet to do his joker lap. Ivo van den Brandt takes his. He'll drop from second down to fourth. Robbie Joris really pushing the BMW. Roman Castorel out front, yet to take his joker lap as well. Battle for second place rages on, BMW versus Opel, but Ivo van den Brandt closing in behind and Witkowski makes a big mistake. Joe van der Ven challenging him. They've both done the joker lap. Merlens and Joris have not. Ivo van den Brandt being held up. Joel Strack's has to do his. Witkowski in the Golf needs to find a bit more pace. Leader takes his joker lap halfway through. Roman Castorel will still lead from Ivo van den Brandt, Joel Strack's, and then Chris Merlens and Robbie Joris take their joker lap. Ivo van den Brandt goes in front. Joel Strack's does as well, but Strack still needs to do his joker lap. And Witkowski now behind them. So ignore Joel Strack's. The battle for third has the BMW just squeezing in front of the Opel and the Golf right behind. The black Honda Civic of Joel Strax is causing this little group to bunch up as they lose touch with Ivo van den Brandt. And here comes Robbie Joris around the outside of Merlins. Contact the BMW pushing on the exit. They both go off. Through goes Vitowski, through goes Van der Ven. They'll be third and fourth once Joel Strax takes his Joker lap. But we have lost the BMW and the Opel. Vitowski in trouble. So Roman Castral leads by miles. Ivo van der Brandt in second, Marco Vitowski in third. Merlins and Joris are out. Joel Strax now takes his Joker lap. Will Vitowski get by him? Yes, he does. To Zo van der Ven in the Polo. Yes, it looks like he does too. But Joel Strax has now taken his Joker lap, so the field is back on even par. Marco Vitowski in third place. Where's Ivo van der Brandt? Still a straight away. Joe van der Ven with pressure from behind from Joel Strax. Second is Van der Brandt. Third in the Golf is Vitowski. And there is the battle for fourth place. Joe van der Ven in the Polo just ahead of Joel Strax in the Honda. Big slide for the Polo driver. And Joel Strax could not get by there. Roman Castral still a long way clear out front. Battle for the minor positions though. Joel Strax desperate to try and get through. Last lap, piling the pressure on Joe van der Ven. Marco Vitowski, can he close enough on Ivo van den Brandt? Well, he's closed him down, but not enough surely. Roman Castral heading towards victory again here. And the battle for fourth place rages on. Joe van der Ven ahead of Joel Strax. Annick de Jong will score points here for sixth position, but Roman Castral claims win number 4 of the season. Ivo van den Brandt second, and third place goes to Marco Vitowski. Had a good place on the grid for the final. I was second on the grid. Unfortunately on the run to the first corner, lost a couple of places, and that meant that I was only fourth on lap 1. So I took the Joker lap very early in the final. Unfortunately again lost a couple of places, but then managed to get places back. So in the end, able to fight my way back to third place. So third place for him, second for Ivo van den Brandt, but it is a fourth consecutive win for Roman Castral on top of the pile in Valkenswaard. A bumper 11 car entry for the Super Touring Cars Plus field. These two-wheel drive over 2-litre cars. They're allowed turbochargers or they can be normally aspirated. There's Steve Folders in his Ford Escort. Mark 1 Escort still the class of the field. In this heat, looked like a bit of a false start from Ludo Heymans in his Ford Escort. But Steve Folders taking the lead. BMW of Davy Layson following him. Josh Sterkens going strongly. The Volvo C30 looking more competitive than earlier this season. He moves up into second place, chasing Steve Folders. Folders once again smooth as silk. Man and machine in perfect harmony and fastest in all 4 of his qualifying heats. Well, he looks increasingly the man to beat here in the Netherlands, as he has been almost all season. A couple of his rivals sidelined in this heat. Herman van Tielen in the Volvo starts from the second row. BMW's get away well. Dave Koinen and Stephanie van Lingen first and second. But watch the Escort of Roger Lippens. Just a little nudge on the inside. He gets into a big tank slapper and disaster as he slams into Herman van Tielen. Well, Van Tielen barrel rolls. That brings out the red flag. Fortunately, both drivers okay. But because we lose their cars and the Golf of Karl Schadenhofer, only 8 cars remain, so no need to semi-finals. Steve Folders heads the qualifying as they go into the single final. Davy Layson, third fastest in the BMW after qualifying. Josh Sterkens starting on the second row of the grid. Behind him, Ludo Heymans as well in the Ford Escort. But the poleman is Steve Folders with Philip van der Heiden's black Volvo alongside. Away we go! The final here in the Euro circuit, and Folders unsurprisingly grabs the lead. Who will be second? Van der Heiden in the black Volvo. Josh Sterkens up into third, but pressure from Davy Layson in the multicoloured BMW in fourth position. Smoking hard. Folders leads them onto the loose for the first time. Van der Heiden, then Sterkens. And at the back, Tom Kanen in the silver Opel Astra ran out very wide. Battling for position at the tail of the field as Steve Folders shows everybody a clean set of heels. There's the Astra at the back. Tom Kanen challenging Dave Koinen. Folders already clear of the battle for second place. That's an all-Volvo affair. The black car, Philip van der Heijden. And in the yellow and white, Jos Sterckens. Sterckens piling on the pressure. Davy Leyson's BMW trailing a back bumper already in 4th place. He's very sideways on the loose, but Sterckens really piling on the pressure. Sterckens had a very disappointing start to the Rallycross Challenge Europe season, coming on stronger and stronger once he's got into these events in the Low Countries in the last couple of weeks. Folders, though, didn't win the opener, but he has been victorious everywhere since, so 3 victories so far. Midway through, nobody yet taken a Joker lap, and Steve Folders just racing away as if he's in an entirely different class. Davy Leyson in the multicoloured BMW has now caught the battle for second, so he's right with Jos Sterckens, and they're closing in behind. There's Ludo Hermans ahead of Stephanie van Lingen's BMW, and this could be tight. Nobody gone onto the Joker lap yet. They have all remembered, surely, haven't they? Oh, big slide wide from Jos Sterckens. Here's a chance for Davy Leyson maybe, but he drifted out wide as well. They both carried too much speed in, so Philip van der Heijden has broken away in second. Now it's a two-way battle for third behind, but Davy Leyson very sideways indeed, and that lets Jos Sterckens off the hook. He again is closing in on Philip van der Heijden. Onto the Joker lap now. Lap 4 of 6 for Steve Folders. Still comes out comfortably in front. Davy Leyson takes his Joker lap. Philip van der Heijden then artificially close to the race leader, but van der Heijden still has to take his Joker lap. Third place is Ludo Herman in front of Davy Leyson. Herman also needs to take a Joker lap. Oh, and trouble for Jos Sterckens. He's parked at the side of the road. That looks like a mechanical failure. That's going to make the gap at the end of the Joker lap very narrow for those that have already taken it. A chance perhaps for Philip van der Heijden. He takes his Joker lap, comes out still in second place. Davy Leyson ahead of Stephanie van Lingen. There's 65, Dave Koinen in his BMW. Battle for third place continues. Davy Leyson in the multicoloured BMW stuck behind Ludo Hermans. Hermans yet to take the Joker lap, has to do it on this final tour of the Euro circuit. Philip van der Heijden in second will be too far away for Davy Leyson to get to him, but he will take third place as Hermans takes his Joker lap. He does not take his Joker lap. Well, he'll be disqualified and will be last in the final. Checker flag is out. It's victory number 4 for Steve Folders. Philip van der Heijden second. Third will be Davy Leyson. Well, that was unexpected. On the headset, the radio, the spotter told me, Davy, guy in front of you still has to take his Joker. So after that, I thought I'd relax a little bit. But then we got to the final lap, and I was thinking, well, maybe he already did his Joker on the first lap. Am I going to try and get by him anyway? But again, my spotter Andy said, no, take it easy. He really hasn't done his Joker lap. So in the end, I was third, and that's a good result. For the winners of today, thank you. We hebben waarschijnlijk nog liever die superflessen. Super 1600 is the training ground of Rallycross Challenge Europe. Future stars, 1600cc front-wheel drive machines. There is Marcel Succi in the Peugeot 206, and joining our regulars, our locals, Thies Haysen and Willem Veltman. Haysen in a Ford Fiesta, making a one-off appearance here and determined to use his local knowledge to his advantage. Unfortunately, carries a little too much speed into the first turn with predictable results. Willem Veltman a little more cautious in the Citroën C2, but local knowledge keeps him in front of Josef Suster in the white and blue Fabia and Jesse Kallio in the Renault Twingo. Well, the Finn in the Renault turns out to be the fastest man in qualifying, ahead of Josef Suster in the Skoda Fabia and Willem Veltman in the Citroën C2. Chase and Thies Haysen will join them in the final, where Jesse Kallio will start on pole position ahead of rival Josef Suster. Kallio then with pole position on the outside of the front row, the Citroën of local driver Willem Veltman. Thies Haysen lines up with Marcel Succi on row 2, and late comer to the grid will be Josef Suster in the centre in the Skoda Fabia. Ready to go for the final then, and away we go. Good start by the front row man. Trouble for Succi in the Peugeot though, he's barely got moving. Josef Suster with the lead over Jesse Kallio into the first corner. Good start as well from Thies Haysen in the Ford Fiesta. He moves up to third ahead of Willem Veltman. Big slide from Jesse Kallio in the orange and black Renault Twingo. Third place, number 17, the yellow and white Tis Hayson ahead of Willem Veltman. And Marcel Succi is out of the final. So it is Josef Suster who leads from Jesse Kallio, and the two locals bump into each other almost. Coming to a halt there on the Joker lap, it looked like Tis Hayson. Willem Veltman comes out on his own in third place. So the leaders are regular championship contenders. Josef Suster ahead of Jesse Kallio. Suster, the driver from the Czech Republic in the Skoda Fabia, really needs to take advantage here. Try and put a win in over Jesse Kallio. Very close at the front. Kallio all over the back of the Czech. Third place is Willem Veltman in the Citroën C2. Now, how close will he be when they take their Joker laps? Here's the race leader, still avoiding the Joker lap. Suster from Kallio, Veltman in third place. And Hayson has retired, as has Marcel Succi. Leaders heading on to lap 3. 21-year-old Suster, winner of the opening round of the series, leading 17-year-old Kallio, hunting for his first win in Rallycross Challenge Europe. When will he take his Joker lap? It might be a good idea to try and do it immediately. Veltman in third position, waiting for the others to come to him, still pushing on. This will be a podium finish. Jesse Kallio again very sideways behind Josef Suster as they come onto the loose. The way he catches the leader, looks as though Jesse Kallio might be the quicker of the two, but he can't exploit that if he is stuck behind Suster. It might be time for him to take an early Joker lap. Kallio again sliding around, really flinging the little Renault Twingo about. Josef Suster a lot more balanced, it seems. Suster now onto the Joker lap. So, Jesse Kallio freed up, but he will probably need to take his Joker lap on the last lap. On to lap 5, he's got the advantage. He leads over Josef Suster, but how much of a gap can he build up while Suster recovers from taking that Joker lap? It is down to the two of them to win this, and Kallio will go on to the last lap before taking his Joker lap. That is probably a good call. Well, Josef Suster now knows the die is cast. Kallio must take the Joker lap. Suster must get close enough to at least challenge him when he comes back off it. Jesse Kallio really pushing hard now. This will decide who wins and who takes second place. Kallio will take the Joker lap, but will Josef Suster in the Skoda be close enough to challenge him? Didn't seem to have the pace early on. Willem Veltman will take third position in the Citroën C2 unless there's disaster for the leaders. And the battle for victory will come down to the Joker lap. Here we go. Teenage sensation Jesse Kallio hunting his first ever victory in Rallycross Challenge Europe. Will Suster be close enough? No, he is going to tail the Finn to the line. A first ever win for Jesse Kallio ahead of Josef Suster.
I have some feeling to win here, and it was a tight final, but I was waiting that Suster comes to Joker, and then I just try as fast as I can and came in front of him, and after the Joker, and was a winner.
Jesse Kallio are happy with a Josef Suster second, and local driver Willem Veltman joins them on the podium. The Supercars are the blue ribbon event of Rallycross Challenge Europe. With 600 horsepower and four-wheel drive, these are the monsters of the track. And in slippery conditions, even four-wheel drive isn't always enough. Mark Tickerbard demonstrates at the beginning of one of the heats. Mandy August giving chase. Like every other driver, doing 4 qualifying heats, the points for which go to make up the grids for the semi-finals and the finals. Mandy August, the championship leader, going very strongly in qualifying. Problems, though, limited our flamboyant Hungarian Shushu to just 1 qualifying round. However, he still makes it through to the finals. Belgian Johnny Verkeuringen will take pole for the final in his Subaru Impreza. Sven Seliger alongside in the Seat Leon. Mandy August lining up third in the Audi. Ready to go then, Johnny Verkeuringen on pole position from Sven Seliger and Mandy August on the outside in the white and black Audi. Away we go, very good start from the pole man. Verkeuringen looks like he's got the lead, he has, the yellow and black Subaru, and it is Seat and Audi side by side around the first corner. Mark Flaherty pushing from behind in the blue and black Focus, battle for third. Oh, Mandy August, around she goes and into the barriers. Tagged into a spin by Mark Flaherty, who tagged the rear wheel. Mandy August is out, the championship leader. That's real trouble for her. Johnny Verkeuringen leads then. Sven Seliger in second place. Mark Flaherty, 77. He's in third position. Then Mart Tikkebar in the red Focus. And Mandy August, can she get going? Yes, she does. Anything now will help with the championship. How badly damaged is the car? We saw she lost most of her front bodywork in Belgium a week ago. Onto the Joker lap goes Attila Moser. And still Johnny Verkeuringen leading from Sven Seliger, the German, in that Seat Leon. The Seat, incidentally, was on the podium in Italy last year. Then it was driven by Ron Snook. Mark Flaherty in third. Red car of Mart Tikkebar in fourth position. Johnny Verkeuringen starting to pull away from Seliger behind, and Flaherty's got his hands full. Attila Moser passes Jörg Jockel for fifth place. On board with Sven Seliger. Mark Flaherty all over the back of him. Flaherty trying to get through on the inside. He can't do. Mart Tikkebar went on the Joker lap, so Flaherty free to attack now for the moment. And if he can get by Seliger for second place before they put their Joker laps in, that will really work well for him. Seliger trailing that back bumper. Johnny Verkeuringen in the yellow and black Subaru Impreza going away. Seliger, big slide. Great opportunity for Mark Flaherty, but he can't get close. There's the battle for fourth place. Mart Tikkebar ahead of Attila Moser. Both have done their Joker lap. Lead trio have yet to do so. Looks like Verkeuringen is going to leave it late. He's pushing on to build as big a lead as he can. Mandy August now starting to close in on Jörg Jockel, but Mandy August had a small fire at the back of the car. Wonder how that's going to work. Big lead for Johnny Verkeuringen. The battle for second place is helping him extend his advantage. Look at the big lead he's got now. Still to take his Joker lap. He should come back out in front easily. Sven Seliger holding off Mark Flaherty. And Seliger might be wise to take his Joker lap now with Mandy August. She is either unaware of the fire at the back or totally ignoring it. It's just the bodywork, I think, that's caught light from the exhaust. She's now trying to make up a place. In comes the leader onto his Joker lap, Johnny Verkeuringen. Will he come back out in front? No, that's a very slow Joker lap. And that might be a problem for him in the end. Sven Seliger has the advantage. That's where Verkeuringen comes back in. What happened to his lead? Oh, here he comes. Contact. Touches the leader. Through the final corner again, there's contact, but Sven Seliger holds on. Johnny Verkeuringen in second position for the moment, but of course Seliger can't possibly come back in front after the Joker lap with such a tiny advantage. So Johnny Verkeuringen piling on the pressure in the Subaru. Mark Flaherty in third place. Also, don't forget to take the Joker lap. So Verkeuringen will be back in front. Mart Tikkebar just ahead of Moser as they battle for fourth. Mandy August still can't get by the Ford Focus. Now she dives to the inside. She moves up to fifth position. Every point is vital. Well, it's going to be last lap for the leader, Sven Seliger, but Mark Flaherty takes his Joker lap now on the penultimate tour of the Euro Circuit Valkenswaard. Sven Seliger leads by inches, and this means that when he takes the Joker lap, Johnny Verkeuringen in the yellow and black Subaru Impreza will be back in front. Seliger will hang on to second place, it would seem, but the battle for third is well alight. There is Mark Flaherty right behind him, the red car of Mart Tikkebar, and the Ford Fiesta is all over the back of the Focus. So on to the final Joker lap goes Sven Seliger. It will be victory then for Johnny Verkeuringen. Seliger will take second position. And as they come out of the final corner, who is in third? It's Mark Flaherty. Final went very well, says Johnny Verkeuringen. Had a great start, and after that I really got on with the attack. I thought Sven Seliger had already done his Joker before I did mine, but that hadn't happened. And finally I understood in the end. A very thrilling victory, and really happy for us and the team. So the team, his supporters, very happy as Johnny Verkeuringen claims victory ahead of Sven Seliger and Mark Flaherty. A table groaning with trophies brings our weekend to an end here at Valkenswaard in the Netherlands. Once more, Roman Castoral, the dominant force in Super Touring Cars minus. No podium here for Joel Strax, but he remains in third in the overall standings. Ivo van den Brandt in second. Castoral with a handy lead. A fourth victory in a row puts Steve Folders well clear at the top of Super Touring Cars Plus as Stephanie van Lingen moves up to third. Consistency the key for Super 1600 top two Josef Suster and Marcel Succi, while Supercar points leader Mandy August still has a slight advantage over Mark Flaherty and Shushu. And that is it for Valkenswaard. For more information, visit our YouTube page or follow us on Facebook, and we'll catch up with you at the final event in early October to decide our titles.